It is now that time of the show. Everybody's favorite part. Everybody's favorite. People have been telling me about this. I'm not even kidding. This is real. This is not even me joshing you. This is legitimate things happening. Everybody's talking about this segment. And of course, it is the picks. So let's get the music going and let's talk some football. Yippee! All right. Got the music going. All right. So last week I actually won, which is amazing. I won by 1 game. Shout out Bears. But here we go. Starting off Thursday night football. We got the Sea Chickens heading to Dallas, taking on the Cowboys. Actually, sounds like a decent matchup. Seth is taking the Cowboys in this game, and I think I'm going to agree. Like I said earlier in the show, the Cowboys are one of the most dominant teams offensively this season, and the Seahawks, I just don't know what I'm going to get from week to week. I think it's possible the Seahawks win this game because they do win these kinds of games, these kind of tough games on the road, national broadcast. They do weird things, but I do think that this is the Cowboys game to lose, and I think they're just too talented offensively to lose this game. So give me the Cowboys. Up next, the Chargers visiting the Patriots in New England. Seth is taking the Chargers, and I will wholeheartedly agree. The Patriots lost to Tommy DeVito. That's all I'll say. I know that the Chargers are bad, and frankly, it would probably be better for them to lose this game because it might help them fire Brandon Staley. But no, like the Patriots are so bad. They're bad at every level. There's no level where they're good. So give me the Chargers to win this game. Up next, the Lions visiting New Orleans, taking on the Saints. Seth taking the Lions this game. I will agree wholeheartedly. Look, a tough loss on Thanksgiving, but you know what? This is a get-right game, and I know it's on the road. It's never easy to play on the road in the NFL. Saints team is fighting for a playoff spot, but I really think that this is a total mismatch for the Saints. I think the Lions should dice them up, and they're going to need a tough win. I think these are two teams that are going into it that really need to win. Problem is, our team is far more talented and far better coached than the Saints. So give me the Lions in this game. Up next, the Falcons heading to New Jersey to take on the New Jersey Jets. The Falcons is who Seth is going to take, and I will also take the Falcons. Look, I would, because Tim Boyle as your quarterback, you're not winning any game. The Falcons are fighting for a playoff spot. The Jets are fighting for existence. Robert Saleh's seat has got to be getting a little hot because this is now, and I get it, he hasn't ever had a good quarterback, but again, there's a level of acceptable competency where your offense cannot just always be bad, and you can't just have no backup plans for if your backup plan for quarterback, assuming your starter goes down, is Zach Wilson and Tim Boyle. You can't do it. I mean, their offense is just not good, and it has more to do. And sure, it has a lot to do with the quarterback play, but it's just not good. You have Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson. Those are two very good offensive weapons. Utilize them in the right way, or fire your OC. I mean, goodness gracious. Give me the birds. Come on. Up next, Cardinals visiting the Steelers. Seth is actually going to take the Cardinals in this game. Now, I will disagree here. And it is not because the Steelers have a good defense, or have a good offense, I should say. It is precisely the opposite, actually. The Steelers have a very bad offense, but they will win this game because the Cardinals, I believed in them last week. I thought, you know what? They're taking on the Rams, no Cooper Kupp, Matthew Stafford kind of struggling, Kyler Murray feeling it, but they're just not good. They don't have enough talent. They don't have enough guys. And the Steelers, they're just too good defensively. I don't think they're going to give up a whole lot of points. I think this is going to be a low-scoring game, but I think the Steelers are going to come away with the win, especially at home. It's a tough place to play. So, give me the Steelers. Colts at the Titans. Seth is taking... Hold on. There we go. Seth is taking the Colts. And, I'm going to disagree here as well. The Titans are... technically speaking, fighting for a playoff spot. And Will Levis has played decent. Now, it's at their home. So in theory, they have home field advantage. I think this is a game that they should win. Because I look at the Colts, and there's nothing about that team that gives me confidence. Like, there's just nothing about that team that makes me feel good. And Minshew, he's playing fine, I guess. I don't feel good about that. And I feel nasty having to take the Titans because this is a terrible game, but give me the Titans. Why not? Up next, the Dolphins visiting the Commanders. Seth is taking the Fins. And I will agree with this one because it does not matter how many yards Sam Howell can throw for. They cannot score. And the Dolphins have proven they can score in a myriad of ways, apparently. Their offense has sort of struggled a little bit recently, but this is a very bad Commanders defense, especially losing Chase Young and Montez Sweat. So, yeah, give me the Fins to go out there and put on a show. Up next, the Broncos taking on the Texans on the road. Seth is taking the Broncos in this game. And you know what? This is where I will disagree. The Broncos. Okay, look, they've won 5 straight. I'm aware. I know the Lions play them in a few weeks, and I'm getting a little nervous about it. But they're not winning games in ways that I think are particularly impressive, or they're playing teams that I just don't actually fear that much. Like, they beat the Browns, who have a terrible offense. They beat Josh Dobbs and the Vikings. Again, terrible. Who else have they beaten in this streak? They beat the Chiefs, who... That was probably the most impressive win, I will say. That's an impressive win. But at the same time, I think you're going to have those couple of games where you win games you're not supposed to. And this is the game I feel like this is a game they probably end up dropping. So give me the Texans. CJ Stroud bouncing back after a tough loss. He's going to win this game. Come on, Siege. Come on, buddy. Help me out, and please, Broncos, start dying again. I need to play you when you guys are bad. That'd be nice. Up next, the Panthers visiting Tampa Bay, taking on the Buccaneers. Seth is taking the Buccaneers, and I will wholeheartedly agree. You just fired your head coach. Typically, that's not the sign of a good team, Carolina. So, yeah, the Buccaneers technically still in the hunt. Still in the hunt for that division. Still in the hunt for a wild card. Baker Mayfield is not terrible, but he's played like he's terrible. So, I don't know. Give me the Bucks. You better beat the Panthers. I mean, come on. How could you lose? You can't lose to the Panthers. There's just that team is so bad, so bad. Bryce Young can't even see over the O-line. It's not good. Up next, the Browns visiting the Rams. Seth, he is taking the Brownies in this game. I almost typed Brownies because I said it out loud. On the road, you know what? Give me the Browns. They're a tough defense. I picked them last week to beat the Broncos. I thought they could beat the Broncos. I certainly think they could beat the Rams. The Rams are in a weird state. They're technically still in the hunt for the wild card. Now, so are the Browns. So that's the other consideration. And I think that defense is just so good. And I just don't know that I trust that Rams offense to be consistently like they were last week against the Cardinals. This is a much tougher defense than the Cardinals. So I think this will be a lot closer of a game. And I think the Browns come away with it. Give me the Brownies. Up next, the 49ers visiting the Eagles and what I think should be the game of the week. 49ers versus the Eagles. Seth is taking the Eagles. And I think, oh man, this is a tough one. This is legit. This is probably one of the tougher choices. You know what? It's in Philly. Give me the Eagles. They literally lost one game. So odds are they probably win another game. That's just how things work, right? I know at some point they'll be due for a loss, but I don't know. Going on the road, the 49ers, to me, that's a tough game. It's a really, really tough game. I think the Eagles are going to come away with it. They find ways to win. Like I said earlier in the show, they find ways to win these kinds of games. So give me the Fly Eagle Flies. That's what an eagle sounds like, by the way. That's a real eagle sound. Up next, the Chiefs versus the Packers. I'm sorry I put everybody through that. Seth is taking the Chiefs to win this game. See, this is actually kind of tough. So the Chiefs coming off of a win over the Raiders, where they were down 14-0, so they had to come back and win that game. Packers obviously coming off of a big win over the Lions. Packers are fighting for a wild card spot. Obviously, the Chiefs fighting to keep that division lead. Both these teams playing desperate. Jordan Love has looked better, but the Chiefs defensively, much better than the Lions. So I'm going to agree. I'm going to take the Chiefs in this one. I don't think Jordan Love is that good of a quarterback. I think he had a really good game against us, but I don't think he's all that good. I think that the Chiefs defense is going to really put a hurting on him. Give me the Chiefs. And finally, Monday Night Football, Bengals at the Jaguars. Seth is taking the Jaguars, and I will agree wholeheartedly. The Bengals don't have a quarterback, and Trevor Lawrence has started to look better. He played a great game last week against the Texans, so it's going to be back in Duval. Tough place to play. Bengals are just struggling right now. I think their playoff aspirations have pretty much died. So, yeah, give me the spotted Big Cats. Or, I don't know what the technicality... They have... I don't know. Everything's spots to me. Over the stripes. Spots over the stripes. That's the nickname for this game. So, to wrap it up, here we go. Seahawks, Cowboys. We are both taking the Cowboys. Chargers, Patriots. Seth is we're both taking the Chargers. Lions, Saints. We are both taking the Lions. Falcons, Jets. We are both taking the Falcons. Cardinals, Steelers. Seth is taking the Cardinals. I am taking the Steelers. Colts, Titans. Seth is taking the Colts. I am taking the Titans. Dolphins, Commanders. We both take the Dolphins. Broncos, Texans. Seth is taking the Broncos. I am taking the Texans. Panthers, Buccaneers. We are both taking the Buccaneers. Browns, Rams. We are both taking the Rams. 49ers, Eagles. We are both taking the Eagles. Chiefs, Packers. We are both taking the Chiefs. And Bengals, Jaguars. We are both taking the Jaguars. And that is the Week 13 picks. Hey there, what you just watched was actually a clip from a larger show that we do every Tuesday night. What are you doing Tuesday night? Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the like button so that you don't miss out on any more of our weekly shows every single Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope to see you there.